Hi, this is Doug with IdahoMMA.com. I'm here with Brent Yamamoto. Brent, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Doug.
Now, this is an unusual situation for me because, for Idaho MMA, it's like, we cover the mixed martial arts. But you're a martial artist, a lifelong martial artist. You're 40 years old. You've been doing it since you were 7. So tell me how you got started in martial arts.
Well, I got started in martial arts just as a kid, right? I wanted, frankly, something to do. That's how it started. But I was never a athletic kid. I was never good in any sports. But martial arts was something that I enjoyed. I wanted to learn how to fight, and at a very early age, I started doing that. And I was exposed to a lot of good teachers and a lot of different disciplines. So I was doing mixed martial arts before the term was ever made. Karate, a lot of striking style stuff, a lot of judo with throws and grappling work. I made partners with guys in aikido and jiu-jitsu and stick fighting. Essentially just all kinds of disciplines. The difference with what I do versus what most mixed martial arts does is that it's very self-defense oriented rather than competition oriented. Now, of course, there's a lot of crossover between those two. The skills and the techniques are, for the most part, the same. A punch is a punch. But some skills are very appropriate in the ring, maybe not so appropriate in the real world, and vice versa. You don't see a lot of biting and eye gouging in MMA,
right?
Hopefully, right? So what we're doing here today is, we're working with, I don't want to muzzle anyone, but we're working with these things, right? Pistols and rifles, and it's not learning how to shoot, although we do that, we do shooting, but shooting to me is like learning how to throw a punch, right? A martial artist, as a beginner, he learns the mechanics of a punch, or he learns the mechanics of a choke, throws or grappling, whatever. Shooting, we learn the mechanics of that, but once you learn the mechanics, you throw those away and you just go fight. You just go take his ass out, and that's really what it's about. So, we like to say fight-focused rather than weapon-focused. We get to the point where we can operate these tools, without spending a lot of time, futzing around with the controls, figuring out how it works. We know how it works. We make it work so we can take out the threat. That's what it's about.
So, in 40 years, you basically, you're just encyclopedia of self-defense. You from the martial arts standpoint, you work on self-defense, and then on this, the gun training, more self-defense.
Well, it is true, and there's a difference between, people think self-defense and fighting are the same things. Well, there's crossover, but they're actually different things. Things like just simply, carrying a flashlight around with you when you walk to your car in a dark parking lot. That's an aspect of self-defense, right? You're protecting yourself, right? Versus fighting, where the goal is, I'm going to kick this guy's butt, right? MMA that's fighting. Okay, it's competition fighting, but it's fighting. Self-defense is, maybe I need to fight, but my goal is to get away. So everything, no matter what you're doing, whether it's hand-to-hand, whether it's firearms, it's mission-oriented. What is your goal? Is your goal to beat the other guy, or is your goal just to get away? Is your goal to protect your home? Maybe it's to protect your family, right? Maybe a win for me is making sure, maybe I get killed, but I got my family away. So that's a win. Every situation's different, so context is important.
So how many of these schools do you put on a year?
We as many as we can. I run a martial arts school in outside of Seattle, Washington. So we have classes every single week. I do martial arts specific seminars, and that's just kind of based on demand. Some years I do a lot of those, some years less. The firearms are the same thing. This is more of a seminar format rather than a daily or weekly class. So that's why we're out here for 8 hours in the sun and enjoying this is actually beautiful weather. I'm from Seattle. So.
Yeah. Well, you're born and raised in Caldwell.
I was born and raised in Caldwell. Been in Seattle for the last almost 15 some years. So to out here and enjoy the sun is a treat for me.
Well, great. Well, you know what? I'll put on the end of this video, we'll go ahead and put information on how to get a hold of you.
Okay.
If people want to know about martial arts, or if they want to know about how to protect themselves with firearms,
Okay.
you're the man. And I appreciate your time, Brent, and look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for your time.